Trump goes from playing defense to starting to play offense this week. I've got the article at The Hill that goes into this is about his J6 case against Jack Smith, but it touches over all of his open court cases this week. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. Let's get to The Hill. Morning report, Trump plays 2024 offense in courtroom defense. Former President Trump will be in a courtroom drama beginning March 25th, so that's over a month away, in a New York trial just weeks before he hopes to lock up the GOP presidential nomination. And that's good for his campaign, by the way. This is all good news for Trump as far as his branding goes for being president. It may not be the only courtroom in which Trump appears as a defendant as voters weigh White House candidates and try to follow the legal proceedings. Trump, while asserting his innocence against 91 criminal indictments in 4 jurisdictions, insists Thursday outside of court that he's the victim of partisan politics. I think it's clear based on the indictments, and the timing of everything is what shows that he's correct on this. His legal jeopardy interwoven with the power he wields as the de facto leader of the Republican Party and social media fueled influencer on Capitol Hill is unprecedented. Polls indicate that Trump supporters are largely unmoved by assertions that the former president flouted the Constitution, laws of his oath of office. But a majority of Americans say they would not vote for him if he's convicted or imprisoned by the time of November's race. It's important to say that's all they said on a poll. That does not mean in reality they wouldn't vote for him if it came down to him versus Biden on a ballot. The way the polls ask the question is, would you vote for a felon? Would you vote for someone in prison? They don't specifically say, what if Trump was mistried and put in prison? Would you vote for him? And that's largely what the question should read like. On Thursday, Trump failed to get a hush money case dropped that involves adult film performer Stormy Daniels. So he tried getting this case dismissed. The New York judge, of course, refused to dismiss it. And former Trump organization lawyer Michael Cohen, who's a serial liar, who went to prison in 2019 for fraud, criminal tax evasion, and campaign finance violations. Judge Juan Merkin said the timing of Trump's trial would enable a jury to wrap up in advance of July's scheduled Republican National Convention. They're trying to get him in and out of court by July instead of having him campaign, which is their whole real plan. But Trump can win this thing even with one hand tied behind his back. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, Democrat, charged Trump last spring with 34 counts of falsifying business records to hide reimbursements Trump made in 2016 to Michael Cohen to compensate Stormy Daniels for her silence during the presidential campaign. The former president has denied a relationship with the porn star, according to The Hill. Separately, today in New York, civil fraud case in which Trump was found guilty, Judge Arthur Engeron is expected to order a monetary penalty, NBC News. The prosecution demanded Trump and his company pay $370 million as punishment for altering property valuations to secure favorable loans and to lower tax liabilities. He was never put on trial for this. This is a judge just exerted that without a jury. Trump attorney Alina Habba predicted her client will be unhappy with the verdict. She said, if I could file the appeal now, I would, unquote. So they're going to appeal this decision already. The real courtroom fireworks Thursday took place in Georgia. That's with Fani Willis, where Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis took the stand. We have another video on that covering that, so I won't talk about that here. And then here's Trump also faces federal criminal trials, one in Florida dealing with classified documents, which has moved slowly. That's Aileen Cannon is the judge. Other in Washington alleging election interference. That's Chutkan. Trump asserts he is immune from prosecution for actions and decisions while he's president. So now you've got an overview of all of Trump's troubles, mostly brought to you by Jack Smith. This is still a giant puppet show. Nothing's going to come of it unless he loses the election. Remember, that's the true verdict on all these trials. I'm Doug in Exile.